Hello and welcome on Sports Update on Trust TV. Adini Ajishafet. I'm take you around the world of sport to give you those details concerning happening in the world of sport again. Right now, we talk about Athletics Africa Under 18, Under 20 Championship. Direct congratulate Team Nigeria for winning 17 gold, 10 silver, and 9 bronze over there in Ndola, Zambia. Nigerian athletes, they went there, they saw, they conquered. They tried their best because they went with 41 team contingents and they were able to do well in those athletic competitions there. Like Fatima, God bless, was able to make a lot of songs for Nigeria. Really, we did well. 17 gold medal, 10 silver, 9 bronze in under 18, under 20. To tell you that we are building the team for the future in athletics. I have in the studio Olawale Peters.
Yeah, it's my pleasure being back to studio, Adini. We are building a team for the future.
Yes.
Are you really saying the truth, or you are just saying the way it is? Because to be honest,
this under 18, under 20.
Yes, that's the issue. The under 18, under 20 is supposed to be the future team, but after this competition, in the next 1 year or 2 years, we're not going to hear anything about them again. So we still don't have that process. We don't have that that policy of keeping them together, of batching them together, of looking after them, looking at what they've done, what are they doing currently now, where can they fit in. We don't have that. Yes, the sport minister, he has done a lot, but a lot is still expected. Looking at the number of stars that we have in this country, and we are a country that, when it comes to sports, let them invent a new sport today.
Nigeria will
and just call a Nigerian that this sport, we've never done it before, but this is how they play, this is how they do it. Believe me, we will compete because we are naturally blessed, we are talented, we are creative. So a very good one. We have 41 contingent and we have 38 gold.
17 gold.
No, sorry.
All medals.
We have 38 medals. So that means from the 41 contingent, we have 38 medals. Look at the rate of success. Look at the percentage. It is, if it is junior WAEC, it's going to be small letter A1 asterisk.
Oh my goodness.
This A1
that's the statistician.
this A1 that they will write with small letter and they will put one there. Have you seen it before in any WAEC?
Of course.
So that is it. That shows that they've done exceptionally well. So we should go beyond congratulating them, handshake. Let's look at how we can develop them to be the real future star of Nigeria, to make us proud. That is what we have in other developed countries. Once you see a star like that, you start nurturing them. You don't allow them to go. Yes, this adopt athletes, it's a very good one, but you don't need to be adopting already made athletes. We should also look at all this one that they are nowhere, they have nobody, raw talent. Let's see how we can start nurturing them. Corporate organization, state government, senators, let everybody come together and support the business of sport in this country. A very good one for the contingent.
And you look at, as you remember, talking about Tobi Amusan, when she started, in fact, she was coming 5th, 6th, 4th, 3rd, even at the international level. She wasn't among the top, but by the time she got access to those facilities in America and everywhere she travels to, and right now we see that when it comes to hurdles right now, the fear of Tobi is the beginning of wisdom. That shows that other athletes too, like you mentioned, the raw talent, if you give them the opportunity, these particular competitions that they are attending now, let's continue to maintain that consistency. Let them go for events, not just to do the one in Africa. Those ones they do in Golden League, a Diamond League, in Europe, in everywhere. Give them the chance to go and attend, and from there they'll be exposed to so many international stars, facilities, and also that fear factor that these are the guys you can imagine when you want to race against Usain Bolt and you have never seen Usain Bolt before. The fear of the fact that Usain Bolt is die, but by the time you race with him thrice, it begins to develop that confidence. After all, we've been doing it.
That's actually what we're talking about. That's what we really need now. Now, let me take you back to the history lane. When we are in secondary school, most of us, if you want to do inter-house sports, we have some people that their parents, they have the money, they will buy them spikes shoe to run. But most of us, we run with our leg, nothing, no canvas, nothing. So before you start the race, you'll be looking at their leg that
how will I run?
So how will I run
with this? The noise, the spike of the shoe will be making you be scared.
Exactly. But at the end of the day, we still beat them with their spikes shoe and what have you. So that shows that we have it naturally. Like the Usain Bolt that you spoke about, it's not even it's not until when they are running, this same Usain Bolt and co, They organize training, seminar, lectures outside this country. Let's take our people in there for a week, for 2 weeks. Let them have this exposure, which matters and means a lot. Oh, I've seen Usain Bolt before. He told us this is what he did. This is how he started it. You have the practical example. You are exposed. You have the experience. The infrastructure, we don't have it in this country. That's the truth. But so most of these athletes, they are self-motivated, hunger for success. They want to make a name for themselves. So I think it is high time that we need to really, really, really look into it. Like we do normally say here, it's not all about football. We should look at other sport activities also that can give us. Look at Tobi Amusan. Look at the kind of fame that she has brought into this country. So we still have a lot of Tobi Amusan somewhere that nobody is seeing them. Amusan even started right from our secondary school. She went to Olas. Olas is Our Lady of Apostle in Ogun State, Ijebu-Ode. That was where she started from. So she has that passion right from secondary school that this is what I want to do. But it took her about 10, 12 years before she can be spotted, and look at her today. So I think we have to go back to the grassroots to start picking this raw talent and invest on them massively.
We can actually invest on them massively by turning all these raw talent to become the world champions like Linford Christie, Donovan Bailey, Ben Johnson, Carl Lewis of this world, even Tobi Amusan. We can actually get them here in Nigeria. All we need to do is to focus on the grassroots sport development in Nigeria. We're talking about athletics, where Nigeria traveled to Ndola, Zambia. We came back home with 17 gold, 10 silver, and 9 bronze medals there. Congrats to Team Nigeria, who did well, and also for the fact that this time around, they turned things around, bettering what they had before in this particular competition. Now we'll move away from athletics. Let's talk about football. NLO, Nationwide League One, is back, and match day one will actually play across Nigeria. We just have to quickly look at the results, some of the results, because we have a lot of clubs in this particular league. Looking at Kano Pillars Junior, they actually heralded the league alongside Kwankwasia United FC there. It ended 1-0 in that game where they fought hard at the Sani Abacha Stadium in Kano. The Asian Kano City actually hosted the two teams. It was a derby, a big one between Kano Pillars Junior and Kwankwasia United FC. 1-0 it ended. Beyond Limits 2, Ladebua FC 3. This is the league where you hear names of clubs and you just be smiling. Really African, really Nigerian. A&A FC. I still don't know what that is. 2-2 against Safe African Child FC. Mavlon FC 1-0. They picked Ashana FC. Cornerstone FC 1-1. They actually shared all against Ogbomoso United of FC, that's of our football club. They also shared this spot against Barrier FC. What a name there, Barrier FC. Fosla FC of FCT. They also shared against Like Mind, Positive FA against Ilaji FC. You have Dino Sporting Club versus Otasolo FC, 1-0. SGFC. You look at these names, 2 against Abre FC. The names Otasolo. These are just, let me say, few names. So many clubs are in this league. So many clubs, but just to have a few of them. But really, I love their names.
I can't imagine going to watch Dino Sporting Club and see Senator Dino coming to give pep talk to the players, or probably after they've lost their match, let me see how it's going to react and talk to them. So it's
seriously.
This is very, very good. We're talking about grassroots development. We shouldn't leave everything to the government. Sincerely, that's why you see Kwankwasia United FC also. So if we're talking about Kwankwasia, we know who is responsible for that. It's Excellency Rabiu Kwankwaso. So this is part of what we are talking about, grassroots development. However, I think we still need to look. We need to look inward again. If you look at most of these players, some of them are 30, 40 years old. Sincerely. So that is why we don't have that. They don't have the longevity when it comes to their football career. If they can be a age cap on it, that I
think they've started doing this, because I remember the NLO secretariat talking about age cap for players. If you are between 16 and 19, if you are beyond so age, you can no longer play in this league, and they will not allow any NNL or MPFL player to come a club from here to go and get player there and just want to infuse them. They won't take that.
Lovely. They should make it more pronounced. We should not have the implementation. We should have the monitoring. If you do that, that means the football will start evolving in Nigeria the way it should be. Let's put that cap there, because if you watch most of these matches, you are like.
but really, to be candid, when you watch NLO, in fact, I can say they are even well organized than the NNL. Easily you can see some of their matches being streamlined, or you watch, and the organization, now as we speak right now, their media units are already saying you can easily access their players online. Type the name of the player, it will bring out the data of that player. And I remember when they appointed Abdul Ghaffar Oladimeji as their media officer, when he was talking that yes, now they are already doing everything possible to make sure immediately you type a player's name or a club, is coming out with information of that club. Not that you go online, you cannot find anything that has to do with any club that is playing the NLO. They're trying to make it more modern. Okay,
I think the MPFL also, they are going to get there, but gradually. I think the reason why the NLO, they are more organized is because of the hunger for success. They want to get there. The league is not one of the leagues that people are interested in. That's the honest truth. So they are doing something, they are doing a lot of activities, innovation, creativity that will attract people to them that, oh, NLO, they're even doing better than the NPFL. So from there, let's just try and pick it up. So I think the concentration, attention also should be given to the NLO the way we have it for the NPFL. I think it's a very good one they are doing. But that age cap, it's very, very important. So that we know that even if you are moving from the NLO to the NLL before you get to the NPFL, you're still within that age bracket. Because what we are lacking in our Super Eagles now is we don't have a player that will play for 7, 8, 9 years. They'll just come after 1 or 2 years.
You just fizzle out.
You're not going to see them again. And the reason why the success rate done in Western Hub was much is because we have a younger team between 1989 to 1994 is 5 years as the Super Eagles coach. You saw what he did. He won bronze medal, he won silver, he won the African Cup of Nations. It took us to the World Cup for the first time, the fifth in the world. And what did we do? We had younger generation players that from 1989 they went to Senegal 90. We played 1992.
Algeria 90, Senegal
92, Tunisia 94. So the same set of players, they get used to themselves. If Austin Jeji Okocha or Samson Siasia or Ulisse, they have a ball, they know where to put it because they know the dynamics and where Rashid Yekini likes the ball to be, left, right, or center. Mutu Adekpoju, we are playing Friday and Elao or Austin Guafon, they want to play a corner kick. They look for, who can we look for? Mutu Adekpoju, where is he? Let me put the ball around in there. It's headmaster. He knows how to nod the ball. So this is what we really need. That's what they call teamwork. When you have a ball, you don't even need to see the player before you play the ball because you know maybe you like the diagonal pass or you want it to be straight or you want it to put it on his left. Amonike, for example, look at what he did at the Nations Cup. He came in as a substitute. And look at Daniel Amokachi.
And I can imagine how strong our defense was. Sirezo, Iguavon, Oliha, all of them. Uche Okafor, Gentle Giants. How do you want to go? We have Dodo Mahana, Peter Rufai at the goal post. So that's what we're talking about. So it has to start like this. How do we need to start it? From the NLO to the NNL, then to the MPFL. Made in Nigeria, sincerely, 70%, apart from the pregnant Super Eagles player that we are bringing to come and play, and they'll be doing as if they are doing us a favor. No, because they know there is no competition. At a market that is monopolistic in nature, we have what we are having right now. Even though you are coming to camp, and you have about five players dragging with you, you put in your best. Take it or leave it. I think it's high time you have to go back into that. For calling Super Eagles pregnant Super Eagles.
I did not.
Seriously?
Didn't you watch that?
Okay, maybe minus Osimhen.
Yeah. Minus Osimhen, he tried also, but it's only him. What can he do? You can see him running left, right, and center. He was charging the coach, charging even all the players. Also, he's the only one, and that is why it's very successful right now. That's the truth, because his dedication and commitment to his fatherland is totally there. Even the Nations Cup that will that we went and what did we achieve? Nothing. He even wanted to play under the pains.
I was actually going through at that time.
That, yes, because of what? So that is the reason why if you are committed to your fatherland, in one way or the other, people are praying for you, and that prayer goes a long way. We have some people that came all the way from Sokoto, from Maiduguri, from Lagos to come and watch the Nigerian-Ghana match. And all the players, they say, Kai, this player, for what you did now, the same thing will happen to you in your club. And if you play very well, it will happen to you in your club. If you don't play very well, it will happen to you in your club. And so that's what Osimhen is reaping today, for being committed and dedicated to Nigerian services.
What a way to talk about Nigerian football. Really, we have the talent when it comes to talent, but administration, we need to get it right, and also how to take good care of our athletes whenever they go out there to compete representing the green, white, green. We need to really appreciate them for what they are doing. So many ex-international from Nigeria who right now are going through one thing or the other. I think there should be a database for how to take care of these guys. But right now, Super Eagles, they need to get their acts together. From there, let's talk about the Golden Eaglet. They'll be playing against South Africa. The first match they won against Zambia, 1-0. The second match, they lost against Morocco, although because of an own goal there. But right now, we're ready for Golden Eaglet. According to the South African coach, they call it the Amajimbos. Coach Duncan Curry. Curry is already talking that they know what they are expecting, this and that for Nigerian Golden Eaglet, and they are ready for them. They defeated Zambia 3-2. Yeah. Now, they have hope that they too, at least if they are able to defeat us now, that is if. But also, Golden Eaglet needs to do now is to make sure they silence this coach that's already talking.
Okay, I think what he's doing is he's doing a mind game. A mind game in the sense that he's playing on our psychology. That's the truth. He's making us to look more superior than them. I listened to his interview. He said the only thing that he needs from Nigeria is from the match against Nigeria is a draw. So a lot of people were like, but currently now Nigeria is second and you're third because we have goal difference. We have more goal defense than them. So why are you talking about third? Third in the sense that they can qualify as the best loser or the third place loser. So they are doing that to make Nigerians feel that, oh, we are better than us. What we are coming from is...
So we can go complacent.
You can go complacent. That's not the truth. That's not the reality. You have the opportunity, like Arsenal now. If they have the opportunity of winning the trophy, you see a lot of their fans saying that, no, our intention is not to win the trophy, it's to make the top 4. Why are you consoling yourself? You've lost out in the title race.
It's just because of fear.
It's not the fear, it's consolation. So that is what the coach is doing also.
Already consoling himself,
just in case if I didn't get the... How can you leave second position and say you are more comfortable with third position? Like you, are you more comfortable being second or first?
Of course, I should go for first.
So why are you an Arsenal fan then?
That will be coming up on that day. By the time the league is over, we'll clear this to the fans out there.
So the truth is, it's playing that mind game with the Nigerian players. No, we shouldn't. And if you look at our last match also against Morocco, we had 63 ball possession, more than them. They had 37. We scored own goal also. So that means we have what it takes, but finishing, we are not clinical.
At the front.
We are very, very, very wasteful, selfish, panic, whatever. I think the coach, that's why I said the other time, if you remember one of our shows, I said we need a psychologist in that our team. And if we have, probably they are not doing their job very well. They need to sit all these boys down and let them know that don't play under pressure. You can only play under pressure if your opponents are better than you. But you are better than them.
So why are you
just cool your game down. Even if you have just 30 seconds to the end of the game, you can still win. Look at what happened yesterday between Brighton and Manchester United. The last kick. Look at when Manchester City, they won the trophy against Manchester United, against QPR, last minute. So play all this clip, let them know that even if it is 90 minutes and you are still on 89 minutes, you still have what it takes. So you need to motivate them, you need to ginger them. That is what I think we really need for the boys. So I hope by the time we'll play the last match tomorrow against South African, we'll be able to conquer them, not to give them the opportunity to have that draw. We need to beat them so that they can keep their mouth shut.
And for this one, Duncan Krawi, because right now I know he's playing mind games against Golden Eaglet. He really is strategizing to see how he can use words. You know, these are young lads, so they are very young. So easily words can penetrate, and in fact, if words can penetrate an adult, let alone under 17 boys. So he's doing this because by the time they see that, okay, we know how to deal with Nigeria, we've watched Nigeria, we know everything and all that, just to get into trouble. I believe Nduka Ugbade, a good coach, all he needs to do, like you said, gets psychologically into the mind of these boys. You are very, very good. You did well against Morocco. Just that your finishing, you need to be much more prolific. Be angry at scoring goals. Yeah. Don't be wasteful, because that's what I noticed about our team. They are wasteful at the front, and they need to work on that. If it comes about team playing and being compact, good one, but at the front, they really need to do well against South Africa, who, if you check them against Zambia, that match ended 3-2. That shows that 5-goal thriller, a lot of goals came. Yes. They will be trying, they would want to explore and see if they can also break. Nigeria plays Zambia, we score 1-0. It means Zambia were very tough, at least they were able to hold us. Now, the same Zambia play against Morocco, South Africa that lost against Morocco, and they were able to score 2, and South Africa scored 3. Now, South Africa will be looking at, okay, if you can score 4 goals in 2 matches, we can also break in this back line of Nigerian Golden Eaglet. Okay, if you look at our defense, we've been doing very well. That's the truth. I think we've considered only 1 goal so far in the competition, and the other one that we lost is as a result of home goal. Take it or leave it. And when you're playing, yes, I like the analysis you made, but it's not really how it works at times, in the sense that the Zambian team, maybe they have this mindset. You know, when you are playing football, like I said earlier, you have three mindsets. Can I win? Can I draw? Am I losing? So if you are losing, let me try and reduce the goal margin. So that is when you start playing your opponent with respect. So maybe the Zambian team, they play Nigeria with respect. But a game between the Zambian and South Africa, nobody's respecting anybody. They are from the same region. They know themselves. So they're like, okay, we are going to be out altogether again. But against South Africa that we are playing, they're not going to respect us. They'll come all out for us. But what we should do, it's very simple. We should do what Tyson normally do. Anytime it's fighting, and you want to come all out for him. The first round, he'll give you technical knockouts. You just rush him. So what should we do in the next 10-15 minutes? Try as much as possible to score 1 or 2 goals. That will settle the game. Then from there, we'll calm it down. But we should not play them with respect. We should not allow those sweet words to get into the boys. That, oh, we are better than them. You now come to the field. Before you know it, 1, 2, 3 goals will enter. I think that will not happen. Well, we've been talking concerning Golden Eagles. They'll be facing the Amajimbos on Saturday. Can they do this against them? It is very possible. They need to do it to believe in themselves and really be more prolific at the front of the goal. We just have to run now because of our time. Let's just take transfer stories. Newcastle United are keen on Neymar as a McHugh signing this summer. Well, Neymar right now is turning to a rejected player in PSG. Okay, and currently now if you look at the Newcastle United, going for Neymar, it's not something that they do really need. Neymar is currently 30 years old right now. That's the truth. So it doesn't bring that passion that he had about 4 or 5 years ago into the team again. That's the truth. And without Neymar, the team are doing very well. So you don't need to bring in that star that will want the media, they want the supporter, they want all the attention to be on him. That will cause a lot of rancor in the dressing room that will affect them on the pitch. So as far as I'm concerned, I think Neymar should look somewhere else. Probably should go to Saudi Arabia to go and look for money, or you go to MLS to go and look for money. But coming to Premier League, Newcastle, I doubt if it will happen, because it started last year also when Joelinton also stated that, oh, you would like him to come and be part of their team, but that never happened, and I doubt if it will happen now. Well, really, a big one is going to be, let's see what Newcastle will be doing. Will Neymar be coming to England to join them, or will he be staying or playing elsewhere? We've been talking sport with Olawale Peters on Sport Update. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Thank you, Adeni. It's my pleasure being here. Good morning there. Adeni Ajishafe. Thanks for watching.